It all started on a rainy afternoon when Alex and Jamie were stuck in the coffee shop, waiting for the downpour to stop. They had been best friends since college, sharing everything from late-night study sessions to secrets about crushes and heartbreaks. Jamie was complaining about her upcoming family reunion, where her relatives would undoubtedly grill her about why she was still single at 28. "They always do this," Jamie sighed, stirring her latte absent-mindedly. "Aunt Karen will say I'm too picky, and Uncle Bob will try to set me up with his neighbor's son who still lives in his mom's basement." Alex chuckled, trying to lighten the mood. "You need a shield, something to deflect all that." Then, in a moment of playful inspiration, Alex leaned forward and said with a grin, "I'll pretend to be your boyfriend." He meant it as a joke, a ridiculous solution to her problem. Jamie looked up, her eyes widening slightly, but instead of laughing it off, she tilted her head and replied, "We'll need practice. No one will buy it." Alex blinked, surprised that she was entertaining the idea. What started as banter suddenly felt like the beginning of something unexpected. They spent the next hour discussing logistics, how they met again after college, why they kept it quiet at first. As they talked, Alex felt a strange flutter in his chest, one he quickly dismissed as nerves about the performance. Jamie seemed excited, her cheeks flushed from the coffee or perhaps the thrill of the plan. By the time the rain stopped, they had agreed to practice over the weekend. Alex walked home wondering if this was the smartest idea, but the thought of spending more time with Jamie made him smile. Little did he know, this fake relationship would blur lines he never expected to cross. Their friendship had always been comfortable, easy, but now there was an undercurrent of something new. Jamie texted him that night, "Practice session 1 tomorrow? My place." Alex replied with a thumbs up, his heart beating a little faster than usual. The game was on, and neither realized how deeply they would get invested. The first practice session at Jamie's apartment was awkward at first. Alex arrived with a bouquet of flowers, thinking it would sell the boyfriend vibe. Jamie opened the door in casual jeans and a sweater, her hair tied back, looking effortlessly beautiful. "Flowers, really?" she teased, but her smile was genuine as she took them. They sat on the couch, facing each other, and Jamie said, "Okay, we need to get our story straight. How did we start dating?" Alex suggested they say it happened gradually, after running into each other at a mutual friend's party. They rehearsed answers to potential questions, favorite dates, pet names, even how Alex proposed they make it official. As they talked, Jamie reached out and held his hand to practice affection. Her touch was warm, familiar, yet electric. Alex felt his pulse quicken. "See, this is why we need practice," Jamie said, noticing his slight hesitation. "You look like you're about to bolt." They laughed, but the air felt charged. They moved on to physical cues, how to stand close, arm around waist, quick kisses on the cheek. When Jamie leaned in for a practice peck, Alex turned at the last second and their lips brushed accidentally. They pulled back, eyes wide, both blushing. "Oops, that's realistic." Alex nodded, trying to play it cool, but inside his mind was racing. Was this just acting? They spent hours perfecting small details, inside jokes, shared memories they invented. By the end of the night, as Alex left, Jamie hugged them goodbye, a lingering hug that felt different. "Good practice," she said softly. Alex drove home replaying that almost kiss, wondering if Jamie felt the spark too. This was supposed to be fake, a favor for a friend, but it was starting to feel dangerously real. He texted her goodnight with a heart emoji, something he never did before. Her reply came quick. "Sweet dreams, boyfriend." The word hit him harder than expected. The next few days were filled with more practice sessions. They met for dinner at a local restaurant to test public displays of affection. Alex picked her up, opening the car door like a gentleman. At the table, he held her hand across it, tracing circles with his thumb absent-mindedly. Waitstaff smiled at them, assuming they were a cute couple. Jamie leaned into him, whispering corrections. "You're staring too much. Boyfriends look natural." But Alex couldn't help it. Being this close to her was intoxicating. They shared dessert, feeding each other bites, laughing when sauce got on her nose. Alex wiped it off gently, his fingers lingering on her skin. "Perfect," Jamie murmured, but her voice was breathy. Back at her place, they practiced dancing in the living room to slow music, bodies close, swaying together. Jamie rested her head on his shoulder, and Alex inhaled the scent of her shampoo. "This feels good," she admitted quietly. Alex agreed, his arms tightening around her. They talked deep into the night about fears, the reunion, family expectations, why Jamie avoided serious relationships. Alex shared his own past heartbreaks, things he hadn't told anyone. Vulnerability crept in, making their connection deeper. As the reunion approached, practice turned into dates, movies where they cuddled, walks where they held hands without prompting. One evening, under the stars, Jamie turned to him. "What if someone asks about our future?" Alex joked, "We'll say marriage and kids someday," but saying it aloud made it feel possible. Jamie looked away, biting her lip. The lines were blurring fast. Alex caught himself thinking about her constantly, jealous of imaginary exes. This pretense was awakening feelings long buried in their friendship. Jamie seemed affected too, her touches lingering, eyes searching his. The fake relationship was building something authentic, paragraph by paragraph, moment by moment. As the family reunion weekend arrived, Alex felt a mix of excitement and anxiety. Jamie's family was large and boisterous, gathering at a lakeside cabin. Alex drove them there, Jamie nervous in the passenger seat. "Remember, we're in love," she reminded him. He squeezed her knee reassuringly. Upon arrival, relatives swarmed them. Aunt Karen eyed Alex suspiciously. "So, you're the mystery man?" Alex charmed her with compliments and stories they rehearsed. He carried bags, helped with setup, played the perfect boyfriend. At dinner, he sat beside Jamie, arm around her chair, feeding her bites from his plate. Family bought it hook, line, sinker. Uncle Bob slapped him on the back. "Treat her right." Jamie beamed, leaning into him. Later, by the fire, they held hands as stories were shared. Jamie's mom pulled Alex aside. "She lights up around you." He felt proud, real. That night, in separate rooms, Jamie snubbed to his. "Thank you. You're amazing at this." They talked until dawn, sharing a blanket, heads close. A soft kiss goodnight, this time intentional. Morning brought games, couples activities where they excelled, chemistry undeniable. Relatives whispered how perfect they were. Alex felt it too, but doubt crept in. Was this still pretend? Jamie's glances held something deeper. During a boat ride, alone momentarily, she said, "This feels too easy." Alex replied, "Because maybe it's not all acting." She didn't deny it. The weekend was a success, family off her back, but for Alex and Jamie, it ignited questions. Driving home, hands intertwined, silence comfortable yet loaded. The practice had worked too well, convincing not just others but themselves. Emotion stirred, ready to surface. Back in the city, the pretense didn't end with the reunion. Jamie suggested keeping it up a bit longer, for work events, friends who asked. Alex agreed eagerly, thrilled for more time as couple. They attended a friend's party as boyfriend-girlfriend. Dancing close, kisses no longer practice but passionate. Friends noticed, "You two are glowing." Alex whispered in her ear, "Told you we'd sell it." Jamie laughed, but her eyes sparkled. Dates became routine. Romantic dinners, movie nights turning into makeouts. One night, after wine, Jamie confessed, "I don't know where fake ends and real begins." Alex admitted the same, pulling her close. They kissed deeply, no audience, just them. The next day, awkwardness. Were they dating now? They talked it out, deciding to explore real feelings slowly. But old habits died hard, practice excuses for intimacy. Alex fell hard, seeing Jamie in new light. Her laugh, kindness, strength. Jamie opened up about past hurts, trusting him fully. Their bond strengthened, friendship evolving into love. Challenges arose, jealousy when exes texted, arguments over small things like real couples, but they communicated, growing closer. Months passed, fake relationship forgotten, real one blooming. Alex planned a surprise, anniversary of their start. Dinner, roses, confession. "I love you, for real." Jamie teared up. "Me too." The practice was the best mistake. They embraced. Future bright. What began as a joke transformed their lives, proving sometimes pretense reveals truth. Reflecting on how it all unfolded, Alex often thought about that initial joke in the coffee shop. Life has a funny way of turning play into reality. Jamie and he now laughed about the practice sessions, how awkward yet pivotal they were. The relationship deepened with shared experiences. Travels, meeting each other's closer circles as official couple. Family adored Alex, inviting him to holidays. The transition from fake to real was seamless because the foundation was genuine friendship. They supported dreams, Jamie's career advancements, Alex's hobbies. Intimacy grew naturally, passionate and tender. Conflicts resolved with communication honed from rehearsals. Friends said they were meant to be. Anniversaries celebrated the joke that started it. Love blossomed unexpectedly, proving risks worth taking. Years later at their wedding, Alex recounted the story in his speech. Guests laughed at the practice line. Jamie blushed, holding his hand. From pretense to vows, their journey inspired. Honeymoon was magical, no acting needed. Life together full of adventure, love, laughter. The joke that changed everything. Daily life as a real couple was blissful. Mornings with coffee, evenings cuddled watching shows. They adopted a dog, built a home. Challenges like work stress faced together. Love grew stronger. Looking back, Jamie realized her reply, "We'll need practice," was subconscious admission of feelings. The fake setup allowed exploration without pressure. Best decision. Alex appreciated the slow build, no rush, natural progression. Their story unique, heartwarming. Friends envied their connection, asking for advice. Start with friendship, they said. Holidays with family now included Alex permanently. No more questions about singleness. They traveled, creating real memories. Beaches, mountains, cities. Intimate moments cherished, from kisses to deeper bonds. Arguments rare, resolved quickly with understanding. Future plans, kids, house, growing old. The joke became their origin story, told often. Love defied expectations, born from play. Grateful for that rainy day. Happily ever after, real and true.